What's going on, everybody? My name is Paul. Welcome to my channel, the NBA GOAT. Byron Scott today is my hero. He went on his show last night. He called out Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner. And Byron Scott is a Lakers great. He might not be at the level of Magic Johnson, but he was a starter on the Lakers during the Showtime era with Magic, Kareem, and he was a very important player on that team. But he came out, I believe yesterday, and made some comments which hit right on point. The polite criticism that he gave to Adam Silver about what he's doing to the league, about the All-Star game, about the players' approach was just right on 100%. I agree with every single thing that he said. I'm going to play those comments. He's talking about a couple different things, so I'm going to be responding to them as they go. So watch this whole video and let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. I'll be right back. Watch the comments.
Commissioner Silver, I love you. I think you've done a fantastic job. But listen, this All-Star game has gone to shit. Players don't want to play. Fans don't want to watch. We trying all these gimmicks. Let's get back to the basics. Let's go back to 80s basketball. You got the coaches. You got the fan picking all-stars. You got the coaches picking the reserves. They go out there. They play hard. Guys don't want to play. Find their ass. That's what we got to get back to. And you know what? Go back to the old rules too. Because I'm telling you, players will adjust. Okay? But all this gimmick and all this other bullshit, you know, we were just talking. It's 3 hours of watching TV with 40 minutes of basketball. Too much. People want to watch the guys play against the best in the world. Let them play against the best in the world, but bring it back to the old days. Get rid of all this analytical shit, and let's play basketball again.
Now, you just saw what Byron Scott said directly to Adam Silver, starting his comments with Adam Silver's name. He tried to be polite in the beginning. Mr. Silver, you've done a great job. I love you, blah, blah, blah. If he would have done a great job, you wouldn't have had the comments which came right after that first sentence. Because if he would have done a great job, you wouldn't have told him to change everything that he's been doing to what has been done and what has worked. So he hasn't been doing a great job. The ratings are falling. The last All-Star game that we saw was the second least watched All-Star game ever in the history of the NBA. The players didn't want to play. It was a terrible All-Star weekend and a complete disaster. And Byron Scott says, stop the gimmicky stuff. And I've been saying that in previous videos on this channel, I think, and maybe on the other channel that I have. I've been saying this probably for over a year at least, to stop the gimmicks, stop the changing colors of the courts, stop this new format of All-Star game just to try to get people interested. And Byron hit it right on the nail. I mean, 3.5 hours of TV while there's 40 minutes of actual basketball. People coming in to watch competitive basketball. They barely get basketball and it's not even competitive. So what the heck are we coming down there for? I mean, it's just terrible. It's ridiculous. And there were more comments made about other stuff, which you're going to see right now. But I just wanted to respond to this first statement that Byron Scott made, and it was right on point. And I hope you guys agree with it because he hit the nail right on the head. So next comments, I'll be right back.
Let me be honest with all the fans out there who are watching. I haven't watched the NBA All-Star game in about 7 years. I refuse to watch that shit. I do. I refuse to watch a bunch of guys that are playing a game and they're playing lackadaisical. They're not playing with the passion and the effort that they would play in a summer pickup game that we used to play at UCLA. They play harder then than they play in an All-Star game. So I can't watch that.
It's not just you. Second least watch in the history of the NBA this past weekend in San Francisco for the All-Star game. Fans in attendance on NBA Saturday. I know that's Saturday, dunk contest, three-point contest. 60% of people were in the building.
You can literally see how angry Byron Scott is. I mean, the language, the bullshit. I don't watch that shit for the past 7 years at least. I don't watch the All-Star game. And he literally said, I don't watch that shit. It's unwatchable to NBA veterans who loved the game all their life. And then we get actual statistics, like I mentioned before, that the game was the second least watched NBA All-Star game in the history of the NBA. And then we also hear that for Saturday, for All-Star Saturday, where you got the dunk contest, the three-point contest, and the skills competition, and there's people singing and all the other stuff. It was a whole entertainment thing made up, which I just can't stand that kind of stuff. But you had 60% of the building that was occupied, fans-wise. So if the arena was 20,000, you're looking at about 12,000. Almost half the arena was empty. People didn't even want to come in, buy tickets, and watch that stuff live in San Francisco, in California. They didn't give a shit either. That's how bad it is. And that's why Byron Scott's using that language, because he's pissed off at this whole situation. It's just sad. A lot of fans are pissed off. A lot of veteran players are pissed off. Coaches, everybody. This has just become an embarrassment, pretty much. Let's listen what else he had to say.
I think that's the biggest thing that a lot of fans are probably pissed off about, is that these guys don't compete.
Yeah.
The last All-Star game that I watched was our beloved Kobe Bean Bryant, who brought it every single All-Star game, right?
Why they named the trophy after him.
That's right. And they should have, well-deserved. But he's the last of a dying breed of guys. When they made the All-Star game, went out there and played it like a game 7.
Yeah.
Wanted to compete. Because Kobe, as we all know, was his mentality. All right, I'm going against LeBron. All right, I got LeBron in this first half. I got D-Wade the next half. And I'm going to go at them 110% because I want to see how good they are. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that was his mentality. These guys don't have that same mentality. This is a weekend at Bernie's. This is a weekend at Bernie's for these guys.
Another perfect statement by Byron Scott. He goes on to mention Kobe Bean Bryant. And we know Kobe. Any game, practice, just like Michael Jordan, same approach. Practice, all-star game, regular season game, playoff, doesn't matter. He approached every single game going 100%. There was no quit. There was no, playing around and all that other stuff. That's not Kobe. Kobe was an ultimate professional and an assassin like Michael Jordan was. Do you remember that all-star when he went against LeBron James and he just shut him down on multiple possessions? He just shut him down. He blocked him multiple times, stole the ball from him multiple times. He literally embarrassed LeBron James in the All-Star game. And why? Exactly because LeBron James doesn't approach every game like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. He doesn't approach the games that way. He just plays around. He doesn't really care. Nothing is on the line. There is no feeling of responsibility in making sure that, listen, I'm giving my all because the fans are paying. The fans are depending on me. They want to see me. Doesn't matter if, my little toe is hurt or whatever, just like this last All-Star game, or his ankle. But he was playing the next night, full game. It doesn't matter. Kobe Bryant the guy walked off with a torn Achilles, for God's sakes. Come on. There's no comparison. To me, LeBron James is the total embarrassment. Total embarrassment. And he, as the face of the league for the last 20 years, because he was made that by the media and the analysts and Nick Wright, especially, and Clutch Sports pushing all that crap. The players followed his lead and they became the same way. And they literally just destroyed the reputation of the NBA. Because right now is just nobody wants to watch this crap. No wonder the ratings are down. I mean, they got streaming services now. They got all this other stuff where they could get a lot of viewers in. And I think that's why the numbers are even as good as they are. If they were just depending on TV, oh my goodness. That league's just going downhill like crazy. And I think what we need is a guy to come in with the approach that Kobe and Michael and Bird and Magic had to just be an assassin. And we need LeBron James to leave, to retire. He's doing way more bad than good for the league right now, for his career too. So let's keep listening. There's a little bit more.
I came in this league when you had Magic Johnson and Larry Bird.
Yeah.
And when they played in the All-Star game, they couldn't stand each other. So they both trying to beat each other's draws off. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then MJ comes to the league, you know, and you got the rivalry with MJ and some other guys, and, you know, even guys on his team on the East, you know, so it made for that type of basketball because you knew they were going to go after each other, right? And then we have Kobe beating Bryant, who kind of took the torch to a different level, you know. And then since then, nobody has taken over that. You know, the leadership that we have in the NBA has not taken over going into these All-Star games and telling all these young guys, your first year, your second year guys, and even the 10-year vets who have been in the All-Star game this many years, hey, man, come on, man. We're going to play hard tonight. Yeah. You know, it shouldn't always have to be motivated by money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You guys got enough money. Shit, I mean, you're getting $40 million a year. You got enough money. So it should be just because of what you do for a living. This is your craft, right? And the product that you are putting out there on the floor, you want that to reflect how you play the game.
I mean, these players are going harder in practice than they do in this game.
Harder in practice, harder in the summer.
Yeah.
Than they do in an All-Star game, which is amazing to me.
Well, again, he mentions Kobe Bryant, that he was the last of the dying breed that was going at everybody no matter which game. And then he mentions the leadership we have in the NBA right now, that nobody really took up that mantle to continue that approach, to continue that professionalism, to continue that assassin mentality, to have that look of the league, that toughness personified, you know, like Kobe had. Nobody has taken up that torch, and nobody has carried that torch after Kobe. I mean, the other player, I think he played a little shorter than Kobe Bryant did, but another player that was that way, he wasn't maybe as great as a Kobe or Mike or Bird or whatever, but he was a superstar, was Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett was that kind of a guy. Kevin Garnett was a beast. Kevin Garnett was he was an assassin too. I mean, he wouldn't back down from anybody. Nobody. I remember him going at Carmelo Anthony. Remember that feud? What he was talking about his wife during the game, just to get an inch on him and get him out of the game. And they had a fight and all that other stuff. That was Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett was an insane trash talker. And he even had an interview with Adam Silver a couple months back. And Adam Silver was saying, he literally admitted on video, which I've posted before, that they literally removed the physicality from the game, changed the rules for the freedom of movement and all that other stuff. But all the changes that they've made have made the game and the league what it is today. I mean, it's just, none of it were good decisions. They may be making the money, they may be doing all that stuff, but that's like I said, that's thanks to streaming and all those services and new contracts being signed. But are the fans really happy with the game? Byron Scott was mentioning before, you know, go back to the 80s rules, even 90s rules. I would love the NBA to do that. And he said that the players will adjust. The players will adjust. I bet you if they change those rules back, the biggest crybaby about this would be LeBron James. He would just go out of his way to attack the league for it, to be negative about it, to criticize it and all that other stuff. He would hate it. You know, I was doing some research today on Adam Silver and trying to get into his background, because to me, I'm sorry, but he's not qualified to be the commissioner of the NBA. There is no basketball background in this dude. None. So I'm going to be making a video on him, on his background, and giving my opinion on who should be the actual commissioner of the NBA, or what kind of a person should be a commissioner of the NBA. Because what we have right now is just bad. Bad. I can't stand it. I can't watch it. I barely watch any games. I mean, some games I watch. I'm a Knicks fan. I watch the Knicks. I watch them play other teams and things like that. And then I see what LeBron is doing, and it's a disgrace. And Byron Scott, like I said, with every comment that he made in here, it was right on it. Hit the nail right on the head. He was on point. He said exactly what probably 80% of the NBA fans think. So that was great. Tell me what you think about this video, about Byron Scott's comments and everything. And check out the videos that you see above. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.